education strategy through this learning process. Thank you so much once again for your presentation. I now give the floor to Dr. Lalla Fatima Zahra Alami Talbi, Research Professor in Economic Sciences and Entrepreneurship, Mohammed V University, Kingdom of Morocco. Thank you, Chair, for this opportunity. Dr. Akumbu, greetings to all your team, and greetings to all the participants. My contribution will be in English. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Yes, no problem. Madam, you have the floor.
Greetings to everyone. I'm Fatima Zahra Al-Alami Talbi, Professor of Economics at Mohammed V University in Rabat. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers for inviting me to share with you my experience of integrating open educational resources and ICTE on my finance course provided to students of a Moroccan engineering school called ENIM when I'm a visitor professor. So this presentation tackles about 3 points: the teaching architecture of finance course, then the aim of the study, and briefly the methodology used, and finally a discussion of the results obtained. So before 2020, the finance course was a traditional higher education course with lectures and tutorials. And in 2020, I decided to rethink the pedagogical architecture of my course in order to motivate and engage more Z generation students, especially because the course deals with a personal finance that acquires students' life skills in addition to corporate finance. So I decided to use ICTE, namely Google's Classroom platform, Google Forms for quizzes, in addition to OERs, namely videos from YouTube dealing with the lesson scheduled. So before class, students view the OER posted on the platform and the syllabus and answer then after the online quiz. While in class, we discuss the course material, and students are in fact more interactive and engaged. Furthermore, the examples given in class and the tutorials or practical work are based on real-life case study, likewise the exam. So this study has 2 goals. The first one is to assess the effect of OER's integration on students' learning performance according to an event methodology, comparing simply the students' mark considered as a proxy of learning performance before OER's integration and after. And for more relevancy, I do not limit the study on one spot comparison. I rather prefer to follow up the evolution of grades of 3 cohorts that benefited from OERs. So overall, the parent population size of the 4 cohorts is 1,194 students. The second aim of the study is to assess the students' satisfaction of using OERs, ICTE, and the pedagogical architecture of finance course. For that purpose, I use a survey addressed to the 2022 cohort, and I have received 150 responses. Now, let's discuss the results obtained. I have tested many hypotheses, but overall, results show that the new pedagogical architecture based on OER is associated with an improvement in students' grades, especially when the course is provided remotely and recorded allowing a self-paced learning. However, I noticed some divergence according to the mode of teaching. As you know, during the period 2020-2022, the teaching mode has moved from face-to-face to emergency remote learning to come back again in 2022 to learning on campus. So survey results regarding student satisfaction with OER use show that 83% of students find OER useful in the finance course, especially before class, as reported by 85% of students, because I find that OER improves their learning productivity, particularly when they are on videos. Therefore, students have a positive feedback on the use of OER because 90% of them are satisfied and express the wish that OER should be generalized to other courses in the curriculum. So, and regarding to the ICTE use, 60% of students consider that ICTE has contributed to enhance their learning performance, while 27% are not sure, and 13% only of them consider that ICTE has no effect on their learning performance or apprenticeship. However, 70% of students consider that they learn more effectively with ICTE than with a traditional way of teaching. Moreover, they attribute to ICTE the improve of learning conditions, and this factual reaction of students are not in line with their opinion about the use of ICTE, because only 43% of them are for, and 32% has no opinion, and 25% of them are against. And this is maybe due to the ICT literacy, because 25% of students report having a poor ICTE proficiency. Basically, 87% of students are satisfied with the pedagogical architecture of finance course, and they mainly appreciate the use of OER and quiz before class, and even more the use of real-life cases and examples. 82% of them confirm that the pedagogical architecture of finance course enhances their learning productivity, and about 93% of them consider that the finance course has allowed them to well manage their own finance. And finally, to sum up, this study highlights three key findings. The first one is that using OER can improve students' productivity and performance, as evidenced by grades and students' feedback. The second key finding is that the use of ICTE enhances students' learning conditions. And finally, the pedagogical architecture based on OERs, ICTE, formative evaluation, and real-life case studies enable to motivate and engage more students, make them more interactive, and acquire life skills. And lastly, I would like to point out that the results of this study are relevant because almost students, 99% of them, have digital tools and internet access at school. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Lalla Fatma Zahra Halami Talbi, for this valuable presentation. You are research professor in economic sciences and entrepreneurship, Mohammed V University. You have been through the experience and you have talked to